going on, SHIB Army? Do you ever feel like you're being deceived in some way? Not by the SHIB Army, not by SHIB itself, not even by Shytoshi or Lucy. Just feel like you're being manipulated because there's weird stuff going on. Well, there is a place here, and I don't know exactly why they do it this way, but for these people to tell it, you have a magnificent, incredible amount of burn happening. SHIB burns jump 107% as Shibarium reaches big milestones in key metrics. Now, what does that tell you? That should indicate to you a massive sort of buy signal. But let's dig into this article from Yuri Molchan and let's see what he says, right? He says that over the past 24 hours, the SHIB army has succeeded in disposing of 38,942,436 SHIB. It's a very insignificant amount, but it is up 107% when only 20 million were burned before that. However, here is where it gets interesting. The overall burn rate showed minus 80%. It was minus 10% on Monday with more than 100 million burned. So, what this guy does is he takes a little piece of an article and takes a quick moment in time to get you to read his article and say, well, we're over 107%, when in fact, the day before, 3 times as many had been burned. So, it's crazy to see how these guys are farming you for this engagement right here. But we're going to talk about price action, and we're going to talk about SHIB burn. We're going to talk about a few different things. We're going to close that out. We're going to come over here and look, and we see 37 million SHIB being burned. I told you guys, until I see 579 trillion 6, then I don't think that we're burning nearly enough. Now, the good part is, in the course of a month, we've been able to burn about 2 billion total. So it's not insignificant. But if we were able to burn 2 billion, then that means it's going to be 10 months before we burn 20 billion. And that is a very long time, because that means it takes 10 months to burn 20. It means it takes 100 months to burn 200 billion. And there's 579 trillion. The year 2400 is about the time where we would have a circulating supply commensurate with being able to achieve $1. Just so you guys know. Now, it won't last, by the way, but as of right now, ridiculous amount of time, very low amount of burns. What we thought was going to happen with Shibarium, not even close. However, let's go look at the Shibarium stats. Daily transactions are now down to 8,000 transactions a day. And look, I got to be honest with you, that's still significant. But in September, it was 200,000. The FOMO was building up. The people were here. They were making trades. They were doing stuff. 200,000. 185,000, 195,000, 168,000, 177,000. And then over the last month or so, it's just a steady decline all the way down to today, 8,000 transactions. That's not going to do anything. Wallet addresses, 1.25 million. We are continuing this precipitous sort of decline in action. Now, that's a nervous sentiment for anybody who's long-term hodling, because you wanted to see something a little bit better. But I also want to tell you that, and by the way, network utilization less than 1% right now. So nobody's trading on Shibarium as of right now. So it's not a great sign. However, I do want to come to the price action. I do want to point out that we'll probably, as you can kind of make out right here, we're not sitting in the greatest of positions. And to be fair, I get the sense that this probably wants to move to the downside. If I take a broader look out here and I start to zoom out just a little bit and I start to go into higher time frames, I get a more bearish sentiment than I had before. I mean, this is 4-hour chart. The one thing that you can notice is you've had spike, but generally it's still in a downward momentum. This is a long-term, for over a year. For over a year, we've been in this downward sort of momentum area right here. So, what's next? Well, according to the chart, and according to what's next, you're looking at maybe adding one more zero in very short order. Now, I don't think that's the case. I think a reversal comes in. However, it has to be pointed out that this is, and the good part is, by the way, there are long-term hodlers in SHIB. There are big-time whales in SHIB. There are a lot of people out here wishing nothing but success. But we are in a value area right now. We're in the value area low right here. We need to get back into the point of control up here. But if you zoom in, you'll see the point of control is now down here. So we're in a bearish sort of pattern continuing to come down. This is a bad indicator overall. So I want you guys to be careful, especially if you're trading and especially doing any leverage trading. This is not an opportunity to short, I don't think, but I would like to see how this plays out over the next few hours. If we get a move down here, then I would be comfortable making a play up to about 72, where we currently are. But you know, it's getting very difficult right now. Money is slowly but surely coming out. People are getting tired of waiting. They didn't get what they wanted to see, so that's a little concerning. However, move over to bone, and you see kind of the same thing. And I told you guys, you know, I was seeing this spike. I wasn't seeing a great reason for the spike, but we were getting the spike nonetheless, and it was because the contract was being renounced. But what happened was we basically got one gigantic liquidity swing, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically derivatives trading coming in, buying up a whole bunch to pump the price, and then dumping as everybody else starts to sit. Because what happens is these guys are coming in and they start to pump the price, and then you come in and you're like, well, I'm going to do a futures trade right here, and I'm going to do one right here, and I'm going to do one right here. And in case the price comes back down where it should come with a standard fib retracement, which you'll see, by the way, lines up, lines up, lines up, lines up. I'm going to do it right here, 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 and here. And I'm going to set myself a move to the upside. And what they do is they come in and instead they just sell everything that they just accumulated, because that liquidates these people and adds liquidity to the pool. And they're selling at this higher price. So not a great time overall for what's happening right now. We're at the whim of derivatives because retail has not re-entered the market, but it will be coming back. Now, I don't really have great news for you. If I come over to Shitoshi, then you basically see that he's making eyeballs at somebody who made a statue. And then if it comes to Lucy, then you see the that their SHIB at risk as Telegram admin accounts gets hacked. Those things will happen. Somebody bought a Shiboshi, and that's kind of it right now. We've got Bad out here still doing stuff, but you know, guys, it's not looking the greatest. Now, here's the best part, and I want to clear this up so you don't think that I'm trying to FUD or anything like that. It's always darkest before the dawn. So I get the sense, I get the feeling that this is going to have a big time reversal pretty soon, and that we're going to see another pump. And I don't know what the catalyst is. I would like to say next month we should see something big regarding the metaverse. I believe that the next big announcement was scheduled for November. So I think we might be seeing something really big coming in the way of an announcement, not an actual product. So, but they've been tight-lipped, they've been quiet. The next catalyst, whatever that might be, is probably in the chamber getting ready to be unleashed. That's why you've got Shitoshi being so quiet right now. Part of that is, I think, he's working on some kind of paper. So maybe that's it. But I think there's more. But don't hold me to that. Do your own research. Figure this out for yourself. I think it's going to be time to do some futures trading, though, because that's what's happening here, and we're getting liquidity sweeps. So it's not financial advice. My name is Believes. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below. Let me know you agree or disagree. Either way, it's fine with me. We will talk to you again very, very soon.